Hello students, welcome to our today lecture. In our today lecture, we are going to discuss that how to remove serial correlation from our dataset. So first of all, we have to check that either there exists a serial correlation in our model or not. Then after checking, we will see that how can we resolve this issue of serial correlation from our model or from our dataset. Basically, there are different methods to remove serial correlation from your dataset, but we will be discussing or applying those methods which are easy and which are used mostly or which are being used most of the time in order to remove the serial correlation. So now first of all we have to bring our data into stata file, then we have to run a regression model, and then we have to see that either there is an issue of serial correlation or not. So first of all we have to select our data set from Excel file, then go to stata, then go to data editor. Here you have to paste all of your data here, then go back to stata file, then go to statistics, then go to linear models related, then go to linear regression. Here you have to write the dependent variable. Let's suppose I am taking GDPG as my dependent variable, and independent variable are GOB, POPD and FDI. So these are my independent variable. So now we have to run the regression. So these are the results for our linear regression model. But in our today lecture, we are not interested to explain these results, as we have already explained all of these things in our previous lecture. But today we are interested to check that either there exists a issue of serial correlation or not. So go to statistics, and before checking the issue of serial correlation, make sure that you have declared your data set as time series, because autocorrelation or serial autocorrelation problem exists mainly in time series data. So go to statistics, go to time series, go to setup and utilities, then go to declare data set to be time series data. Here you have to select time series year Y, then you have to select the nature of your data set. As our data set is yearly, so we have to go with this option of yearly, then click on OK. So here you can see that now your data set is time series form. So now go to statistics, go to regression diagnostics, go to specification test, and then apply Durbin alternative test. So this test will tells you about that either there is an issue of auto correlation or not in your dataset. Then click on OK. So here it have given you the results for Durbin version of auto correlation, Durbin alternative test for auto correlation. So how can we say that there is an issue of autocorrelation or not? We have to make null and alternative hypothesis. As this test by default gives us the null hypothesis. So what is null hypothesis? There is no serial correlation, and that is desirable. So what is H naught or null hypothesis? That there is no auto, or we can also say that residuals are not correlated, and H1 or the alternative hypothesis that there is an issue of auto, or we can say that residuals are correlated. So this is our null and alternative hypothesis. So what is the guideline to accept or reject the null or alternative hypothesis? We have to see this p value, this probability value. If the p value is less than 0.05, then you have to reject the null hypothesis, meaning that you have to accept the alternative hypothesis. As in our case, probability value is less than 0.05 or 5%. So it means we have to reject this null hypothesis. And we have to accept alternative hypothesis, which means that there is an issue of autocorrelation in our data set. So there is one another method that also verify you that whether there is an issue of autocorrelation or not. So go to linear regression and go to residual regression diagnostic, then go to specification test and then apply Roche-Godfrey test. So here you can see that its null hypothesis is also said that there is no serial correlation, and alternative hypothesis would be that there is serial correlation. And we have to see this p-value. If the p-value is less than 0.05, then we have to reject the null hypothesis. As in our case, our probability value is less than 0.05, so we have to reject this null hypothesis, which means that we have to accept alternative hypothesis, and alternative hypothesis states that there is an issue of autocorrelation. So both of these tests tell us that there is an issue of autocorrelation. So now we conclude that there is an issue of autocorrelation in our data set as our residuals are correlated. So the next step is that how can we remove this serial correlation from our data set? There are different methods or there are different techniques which are being used in different studies to remove the serial correlation issue from data set. For example, here are some of these. The first one is differencing the data. Take the difference, first order difference or second order difference. You can take it in Stata file as well, and you can also take the difference in Word Excel file as well. The second thing you can do for the removal of serial correlation is that transform the data. Transform your data by taking log. And the third one is include lagged variable. Include the lag of your dependent variable. If you are taking only the lag of your dependent variable, then it is called autoregressive, as the dependent variable is depending on its own lag. Basically, we are including dependent variable lag in our model as an independent variable. Second thing you can do that, take lag of your dependent variable, that is called distributed lag. And when you are taking the lag of both dependent and independent variable, that is called ARDL, auto-regressive distributed lag model. And the next solution is that use GLS method or using Cochrane-Orchard procedure or using ARIMA model. Basically, these are the methods which adjust or which control the autocorrelation by default. But in our today lecture, we use these three methods, and we will see that either by applying these methods we are able to resolve the issue of autocorrelation or not. So let's do it. So what was the first method? First method was that take difference of the data set. We are taking the difference of the dependent variable, and we will see that either taking the difference of first dependent variable, it will resolve the issue of autocorrelation or not. So now gets back to the Stata file, and here we will take the difference of our dependent variable, and then we run the whole model again, linear model again, and then we will see that either autocorrelation issue has been resolved or not. So the command for generating the difference for the variable is gen diff differ, your variable name, as we are interested to take the difference of a dependent variable GDPG is equals to d dot GDPG. So this is the command for creating the difference of the dependent variable. If you want to take the difference of any variable, you just have to change the name from this command and it will give you the difference for that particular variable. So now, as you can see that it has created a new variable naming difference GDPG. So you can also see this variable by going to data editor, and here you can see that in our stata file it has created a new variable for us. So now we have to see that either autocorrelation issue has been resolved or not. So we have to go to statistics, then go to linear model, then go to linear regression, and here you have to replace this GDPG with the difference of GDPG and click on OK. So then now go to statistics, then go to linear regression model, then go to regression diagnostics, then go to specification tests, and here apply Durbin alternative test and then click on OK. So here you can see that H naught is there is no serial correlation, okay, and H naught is there is no serial correlation, and alternative hypothesis that there is serial correlation. And what is the guideline for the accepting or rejecting the null hypothesis? That if the probability value is less than 0.05, we have to reject the null hypothesis. But in our case, the probability value is greater than 0.05, which means that we have to accept the null hypothesis, which means there is no serial correlation exists now in our data. So now serial correlation has been removed when we have taken the difference of our variable. So now let's do it by taking the log. You can also resolve this issue by taking the log. So what you have to do, you have to take simply log of the dependent variable in your Excel file, or you can take the log of your dependent variable in here stata file as well by using command. And the third option is that you have to take the lag of your dependent variable or independent variable. So by adopting these three methods, you can remove the issue of serial correlation from your model. So as we have already run this model, so I am going thoroughly by speedily to apply or to take the log of our dependent variable, and then we apply that. If we apply log, so it will resolve the issue of autocorrelation or not. So the command for taking the log of your variable is gen log variable name GDPG is equals to log, and then you have to type the variable name. So as our dependent variable is GDPG, so we have to write GDPG here, GDPG, then press enter. So as you can see that it has created the log variable for us. So now simply go to statistics, then run linear model, linear regression. Now from here dependent variable you have to select log GDPG. Click on OK, and then go to statistics, go to linear regression, linear model and related, go to residual diagnostic, specification test, and then apply Durbin-Watson test. So here you can see that in this case also probability value is greater than 0.05, which means that we have to accept the null hypothesis, which means that there is no serial correlation. So this is the second method to remove serial correlation from your data set. And what is the third method? The third method is take the lag of your dependent variable, and we will see that either this option can also resolve the issue of autocorrelation or not. So we have to take the lag of our dependent variable. So the command for generating lag variable is generate gen LAGG lag, and the variable name gdpg is equals to L dot gdpg. So now it has created the lag of dependent variable. So now we have to run the linear model again, and now you have to select lag gdpg as your dependent variable, then click on OK. So this is the result for linear regression model, but we are interested to see either by taking lag our autocorrelation issue has been resolved or not. So go to linear models and related, then go to residual diagnostics, go to specification test and apply Durbin-Watson test. So here you can see that in this method also the probability value is greater than 0.05. So we have to accept the null hypothesis. So by accepting the null hypothesis, which means that there is no serial correlation. So we have applied three methods one by one: lag method, difference method and log method. And we have seen that all of these methods have resolved the issue of serial correlation. So you can also do this to your data set. And if you are still facing that your autocorrelation issue has been not resolved, take lag of your independent variable as well, or you can take log of your all independent variable. So this might be the solution to resolve the issue of autocorrelation from your data set.